Hey guys, welcome back to Two Peas Out, the pod with Johnny and Shay.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So, you thought the nightmare ended when the lights went out at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but what if the horror was only beginning? Today, we're diving into the chilling reality behind the first FNAF movie and breaking down everything we know about the terrifying sequel that's coming this December.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a cold, cold year.
Hmm. So let's get into it, guys. Definitely stick around until the end of the video to check out our bonus content. We also wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all of our fans. We have reached over 500 watch hours and 5,000 views on our brand new
Woo,
channel.
woo, woo, boo, 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 boo. I don't have sound effects yet.
If you are enjoying the content and want to continue this journey with us, please consider subscribing. We would highly appreciate it.
Boo, 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 boo.
And on that, I'm going to turn it over to Johnny because he is very passionate about FNAF and he wants to
Yes.
give you some of the deep, dark history behind the franchise before we actually get started on the current stuff that's been going on.
All right. So first things first, guys. We're gonna dive into when two guys get into business. We're gonna talk about William Afton and Henry Emily, how they got into business in the early '70s by making their first diner called Fredbear's Family Diner. That diner evolved into what was it? A chain restaurant known as Freddy Fazbear. Started in 1983 under the company Fazbear Entertainment Inc. Yeah, I gotta admit, that is very, very concoction.
Was it
That's
always pizza then, or they changed?
no, it's think of it just like pretty much like a Chuck E. Cheese in a way.
Is it tied into Chuck E. Cheese somehow?
Well, I'm sure the main gentleman that thought of this had some love for some Chuck E. Cheese, and then also known fact he actually has 6 kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
so
some reason along the way, I thought you guys were telling me that Chuck E. Cheese kind of likes that the
well,
animatronic stuff or whatever.
no, the animatronic
Yeah, yeah,
style.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the nostalgic remedy part of it. But
Gotcha.
William and at that point, William was secretly a serial unaliver. I'm sorry, I had to learn that today, so that's why I had to my notes. I have to double look. I'm like, okay, unaliver on that one.
Yeah, guys, we have to help our censorship problems on YouTube by being very discreet on the wording.
Yes, so that's why I had to say unaliver. He was a serial unaliver, like I said. That's just very crazy. He used a mascot or a costume, should I say, one of his classic, animatronics. That's really crazy to do his unalive
Unaliving.
things, unaliving things.
Yeah.
Yes, but his first unalive was actually his business partner's daughter. What
Well,
was her
that's
name?
mean.
Charlotte Emily.
That's pretty awful.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. So yeah, that's why the allure of FNAF is just traumatic. So what happened was the young woman was outside the pizzeria because some kids at the party pushed her out. And William Afton, he was driving along, drunk on that juice, or should I say that sauce? He was on that sauce.
Wow.
And he wanted to get his unaliving going on, so she was the first victim. Henry Emily was actually into games. He was like the game designer and everything. He's the one that set up like the little arcade games and stuff.
Hmm.
But at the same time, he also developed his own animatronic.
Yeah.
It was called the Puppet. And the puppet found that poor Charlotte in the alley. And it did what it had to do. It just cared. Some would say in the story of the FNAF lore in a way is she was a marionette, which is pretty much a caretaker of souls and spirits. So that's why the puppet has those little purple streaks on its eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So
I saw that when we were doing our research.
yeah, so so a little bit after that point. Sorry, I got my little notes here. I gotta.
It's called his diary, guys,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
my little
haven't been on there
diary.
before.
So then in 1983, William has a son named Cece, also known as the Crying Child.
Is that where they got Cece's Pizza from? I'm just kidding.
Probably.
I mean, that
Yo,
was
he probably yo, real talk, man. Yeah, Scott, the creator of the game, he probably would say, yeah, a little
yeah,
bit of that.
Scott
So
Cawthorn.
yes, so Cece, so William's son Cece, the Crying Child, also has an older son named
Maybe that's why
Michael.
they named him the Crying Child, Cece.
Well, a little bit on that, but but other than that, at the same time, the older son Michael used to always play tricks. You know how we always tease each other and stuff. I'm sure your brothers probably teased you a lot or anything. But Cece was a crying child, and one time they went out to one of their pizzeria or dinery at the same time. Thought it'd be pretty funny to throw a little Cece inside one of the bears, Freddy Fazbear, that is. Snapped because of the crying child's moisture, and the spring trap snapped and broke his head. Now,
That sounds
now,
terrifying.
yeah, some say that he is the golden Freddy that you see in the games and the allure, which, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense too. But then you have the situation in 1985 where William unalived two kids and three other. Later connected, or they used to call it the missing children incident, or should we call it the MCI. William was arrested, but due to lack of evidence, they actually let him go. It's crazy. It's must be great to be white.
Okay, go ahead.
So, anyways, lack of evidence, huh? So the four kids was Gabriel, which became Freddie. Bonnie became Susie. Little Jeremy became Chica, and Fritz became Foxy. Cassidy, which now CC makes sense, is his name was Cassidy. So Cassidy was the Golden Freddy. So there goes five victims that had passed and stuff, or unalive. Sorry, or can I say pass?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say pass.
I think so.
Yeah, because I could be like, what? Who do you mean? I said we passed by the situation. Sorry. So in 1987, William pretended to be a security guard. That's crazy. That's how you know you got kicked off the board. If you had to pretend to work at one of your companies, yeah, so that's pretty weird.
Wow.
So he unalived. Oh yeah, I mean, forgot. He unalived five more kids. Sorry, because I had to unmark
So
that.
basically, this guy was like a undercover serial unaliver that went
Yeah,
around doing this as a
pretty much,
cover
man.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Side note, it was actually one of his animatronics, which he made those animatronics was able to grab the kids and everything. So makes a lot of sense now. And then in 1993, his own son worked at the haunted OG one, the original. Godly, it just sucks. I have to keep on putting that out there. Those unalivers. Later that year, the location was closed. The company went bankrupt. Side note, Michael went a little crazy because of the whole situation of so guilty of his younger brother Cassidy.
Unaliving.
Oh, sorry, unaliving. See, that's
You're
I'm
okay.
so blessed that you're here, Shay, because I need to make sure that hey, John, you can't say that. You
It'll
can
be
say
edited out on the YouTube, guys.
that.
For all you livers right now.
Yeah, but check this out. At some point, William went back to the original, OG spot to try to dismantle the four animatronics that he had there. But out of nowhere, some ghosts manifested. And then he tried, scared for his life, went into one of those animatronics, and one of them spring trapped and came inside there. So to this day and to that time, he will always be haunting that grounds.
So he got his payback, basically.
Yeah, well, like I said, the FNAF lore right there,
Or what
just
comes around goes around, I guess.
it's like I said, it's a lot of traumatic stuff that's happening, and then mainly people trying to remember. William's main thing was to have immortality,
All
and
right.
that's just what any person would do. But at the end of the day, get what you get. So
That's what my mom used to always say. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
facts. Your mom. I wish her God bless her, but I wish she was here because godly. Yeah, she's on to something.
Yeah.
That woman is.
So that brings us up to 2014, guys, when the indie game that changed horror was released. So in August 2014, great month, Scott Cawthon released Five Nights at Freddy, an indie point and click horror game made in just a few months.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. They made it that fast. And it turned out good.
Well, I mean, it was It was it like I said, James is gonna come by hopefully this weekend, and then if he brings his laptop, he has most of the games, and you'll see it's
I've
mainly
seen you guys play it before. What are you talking about?
well, no, I'm talking that's like the PS5 and
Oh,
those versions, but, the original ones is pretty much exactly what how you're sitting at a desk and you have to watch the doors and make sure
yeah,
those
I
animatr
played it with him before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I didn't know if you played that, that's the thing, so but, yeah, that's pretty much
No, you
how the
just
game
watch to make sure nobody's coming in that door, nobody's coming in that door.
right,
And then when
but
they do, you have to, like, do certain stuff and get it ready
at
and
the end of each day, there's a little bit of a
yeah.
story and stuff that you find out and stuff. But I didn't know that, James. Well, unless you guys saw him play it on the Roblox edition, then that's kinda different, unless he
No, I saw him play it on his computer.
oh, okay, because then that's the original OG
Yeah, I
one.
tried playing it before on his computer with him.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
The concept was simple but terrifying. You're a night guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza trying to survive 5 nights while murderous animatronics stalk you. It is actually scary when they walk through the doors and stuff
Yeah, so
because 'cause they're like you're
that's
just crouching in that little room. It's like a control room, and then all of a sudden, here comes this creepy, big stuffed whatever,
yeah, I
and you're
mean,
like, "Ah!"
it's if I remember growing up and going to Chuck E. Cheese, I was kinda scared of those animatronics, and those things are pretty scary looking. I mean,
Yeah,
just imagine one that can just come after you and you can try shooting at it or anything. The only thing you can do to disable is use some type of like it's what is it? For the cattle? Cattle
yeah,
prong.
cattle prod.
Yeah.
So that game exploded on YouTube, guys. Markiplier's playthrough got millions of views, earning him the nickname the King of FNAF. That's pretty cool.
Yes. That is let's tip our hats off to him.
Critics praised its unique mechanics, security cameras, limited power, jump scares, and the eerie hidden lore. So that was kind of like how it all started with actually bringing it to front forefront now.
Yeah.
So 2014 to 2015 was the golden age of sequels. So then they had released the game FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4 very quickly back to back.
Yeah, I would say the reason for it, and that's very good, and it's a good way to get your game out there and sell it out very quickly. Because I'm sure you got the prices when the games came out, and or
No,
did
I
you?
just have the movie stuff, the movie
Oh,
budgets and
okay.
stuff. But
So when those games came out, those like all came out on Steam, and at that time, it was just they were like, I don't wanna give a faulty price on it, so it was a relatively cheap game to get,
mhm,
so it's really good at the same time, and then if you played, like, the first 3,
all right.
it's just get and then you go into the last one, the 4th one, then I mean, the other ones are also great in their own right, but in my opinion, it's the first 3 I always liked.
Yeah. So FNAF 2 from November 2014, that one was a prequel with new toy animatronics, the puppet, and the infamous bite of 8070s lore, 8 of 87 lore, sorry.
Yeah.
FNAF 3 was from March 2015, so that one was years later in a horror attraction introduced Springtrap, William Afton's possessed corpse.
Yeah, that's there it is. There you go, the
Yeah. And then FNAF 4, July 2015. So they were really pumping these out. A nightmare version set in a child's bedroom, expanding the lore of the Bite of 83. These 4 games released in just over a year cemented FNAF as a cultural juggernaut.
so yeah, so it's pretty much how any YouTuber like us, how we actually pump out a lot of content each week.
Right, guys, life happens, so
Yes. But yeah, is if you can pump that much content out, it makes sense. Why not? And then especially with his background and screenwriting and writing in general, he made a great story. I mean,
Yep,
it's kind of a really uh shitty type of situation. But yeah, other than that, it's a great allure of a game.
right. And then that brings us to 2016, 2017, where they did Expanding the Universe. So FNAF Sister Location brought new gameplay and deepened the Afton family storyline. And then Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator started in 2017. It was a surprise release disguised as a tycoon game, but actually a
I
true FNAF sequel where the animatronics are finally confronted and burned.
Yes, I seen James play that one on the PS5, and yeah,
Probably
it's
you guys don't know if you haven't watched our videos before. James is his 11-year-old son.
yeah, man,
So
he
they
stays strong.
the two of them are like peas in a pod on this, not out the
Hell
pod
yeah,
like we are, but in the pod. And
yeah.
actually, Dottie was really worried about this video because he's like, "Oh, I have to make sure I get it correct because James is going to critique it."
Yeah, he is. He is a FNAF connoisseur.
Yeah. And then around this time, fan games like Five Nights at Candy's and The Joy of Creation exploded in popularity. That brought us to 2018, 2019, where the books, novels, and theories. So Scott released the Fazbear Frights book series and the novel trilogy. Was that
Yeah,
the one that you read?
those are the ones that James read.
Yeah.
I believe they actually made them into, like, now into, like, thick books that's like so you don't have to buy each one out, it's just
Oh, all
all
in
in
one
one book,
book.
yeah.
So it was a trilogy. They had the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, and the
Mhm,
Fourth
mhm.
Closet. These added a parallel universe of lore and new characters, confusing and fueling theory videos even more. I guess the whole backstory is a confusing twist, right?
To be honest,
You even said
the
earlier you thought it was kind of.
yeah, it is. I mean, that's why on my notes, I just kinda stopped at that moment because when I kept on reading on and I kept on remembering certain parts from James's game, I was like, "Yeah, it goes down a bit crazy," but I'll admit the little cutscenes, top notch, remind me of Atari.
Wow. And then by now, Matt Pat's Game Theory channel had built an empire around the solving FNAF mysteries, bringing millions of fans deeper into the lore.
These are facts because I believe James is probably one of the subscribers.
Wow.
I'm sure if you look back and the subscriptions and stuff, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot I am."
And that brought us to 2021, guys, where they released 3D with Security Breach, the game. That FNAF game was called Security Breach,
Yes.
and it pushed the franchise into a free roam 3D environment at the Mega
I'm
Pizzaplex.
gonna be honest, I had to fork over the money for that one. James's mom brought the, VR, but I had to buy the game, so
Oh, that's what it was on the virtual
it was
reality
on,
set.
no, it was on well, I'm not sure if he has it on his, Oculus. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if he has it on that, but, we got it on the PlayStation 5, the VR one for that one,
Oh.
so yeah.
So that introduced Glamrock Freddy, Roxanne Wolf, Montgomery Gator, and Vanny.
Hell yeah, man. I love when they add more animatronics, man. I just that's one thing I'd be like, "Yo, I need more. Give me more."
Oh, wow. The game was divisive. Fans loved the expanded world and lore, but criticized the bugs and the performance issues. Did you think it had some bugs and performance
Well, I
issues?
mean, I'm gonna be honest with you when it comes towards, making a game like that, a 3D game, yes, especially if you're not getting complete support. When I'm saying complete support, I'm talking about maybe Sony, Oculus, other companies that are branding out and making these devices can be like, "Hey, you also can use our studios at your disposal too, on top of your studios," or at least something along the lines of that. I felt as though that could have unified and got them a little better. But sure, there's always going to be bugs in the game. That's why they got updates.
All right.
So
So that brings us to 2023 when the movie era begins. Did you want to say anything else about the game stuff before we start on the actual FNAF movies?
no, I mean, really, the storylines and story plots of the game just get crazier and crazier. But other than that, I'm actually gonna try to Twitch stream one of the FNAF games that's on the PlayStation.
You can give your shout out, Twitch a shout
Oh
out. Go
yeah,
ahead.
you guys can come check me out and play with me with MI23J 420 man on Twitch, man.
Yeah. So that brings us to the whole point of the video, guys. The first movie, and then we'll obviously talk about what's coming. So that brings us to 2023 when the movie era begins. So after years of false starts, delays, and script rewrites, Bloomhouse, which is Johnny's favorite thing.
Yeah, man. They make I didn't see Megan 2.0, but I don't I think because my son said I in his words I quote unquote if you've seen the trailer then you've seen the movie.
Wow, that's pretty good for a little 11-year-old.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, wow. I have taught him very well in movies and judging movies.
So Bloomhouse, in combination with Universal, they released the original Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That was the first one in October of 2023. That was starring Josh Hutcherson, Matthew Lillard, and Elizabeth Lyle, and it brought Freddy Fazbear's to the big screen.
Hell yeah, man.
Despite mixed reviews, it became a box office hit, earning nearly 300 million worldwide on a $20 million budget, making it the most successful Bloomhouse film ever.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Me and my son were there, and I gotta admit it was pretty packed there. It's pretty packed in the theaters.
Yeah.
We had to get there a little early, but as soon as we got there, place started filling up really quick. So I believe it.
So yeah, approximately worldwide wide sales 297 million, and then between that, domestic was 137 million. Actually, made more overseas. So international was 160 million, and then like I mentioned, the $20 million budget. So they definitely made a nice little off of this one.
Well, I mean,
I can't say unaliving.
yeah, unaliving. I think the reason why they made so much money overseas is because they don't have animatronics out there, and they're like, "Oh man, animatronics, what happened if they came alive?" Uh,
Mm,
but that's probably why they made so much. And on top of it, sure, in the U.S., yeah, our when it comes towards culture or anything like that, it's like watching the news. It just kind of, all right, that's one thing that just goes away. So of course, maybe overseas they make a bigger thing about it.
right.
Just like I think, what are those little I don't know. This you get a box and you get a random little thing that's from Japan or whatever.
Kinder toys or that you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Is that that thing that's like really popular?
I
Like,
don't know.
oh well, all I
There's
know is
so many of those toys or things from over there that
yeah,
are
well,
popular. I'm not sure what you're talking
like
about.
that for an example, it's popular over here, and I'm sure
Yeah,
that's probably why FNAF's probably popular over there. That's what I was just trying to make my point based on.
yeah. So, guys, 2023 FNAF movie. So basically, Mike Schmidt, which is Josh Hutcherson in the film, becomes a night guard at the long abandoned Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. What shouldn't be a big deal quickly turns deadly when the animatronics possessed by the souls of the unalived children come to life.
I do want to say one thing, Shay. Why didn't Mike would ask Mike? I would have got a raise. I'm like, yo, and then if you're working night shift, bro, don't you get $1 plus or $2
Yeah,
for working overnight?
typically.
So what's up with that, man? I would have talked to old boy. I'm like, hey man, dude, I don't even know what state. They didn't even tell me what state they were at, man. I would be like, yo, isn't that part of I don't know, like Nevada state code law or something? I don't know. I would have said that. I'm like, yo, man, yeah, you're supposed to give me like more of a raise at that point. And then, yo, if I would have survived the first night as a night guard, bro, and I would have hallucinated at least one of those animatronics, you know I'm asking for $3 on that raise.
That's it. I would just be like, I'm not going to work here anymore.
Bro, man, no, man, dude, I gotta like my sis. I guess, isn't that his like sister or something? So yeah, I have my sister to watch,
I
or
guess.
no, it's not his daughter. That's gotta be his sister. So I'm like, dude, I got my sister to watch, dude. I can't. I got no. I can't end like that, bro. What the hell?
You didn't show me your FNAF hat.
Oh, I did. I said I got my. Oh, I said that earlier.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
sorry guys. That was for the Twitch people earlier. It's got my little Freddy Fazbear hat on and my shirt. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy that my son brought me. Thank you for telling me that. Forgot all about that.
So, vanishing cops, haunted dreams, and a cop named Vanessa, who was Elizabeth Lale, trying to help round out the chilling mystery. Eventually, Afton, masquerading as Mike's career counselor, reveals himself, leading to a classic springlock suit mishap that traps him inside. So, that one was directed by Emma Tammy and co written with Scott Cawthorn, or Cawthon, I keep saying his name wrong. The film premiered in theaters and on Peacock in October 2023. Despite mixed to negative critical reviews, like we said, it did do very well.
I hey, I thought. Listen, I think it would have did a lot better if they would have got a little more gorier and gone
Yeah,
for the
because it
and go.
kind of they want kids to come, right? So they can't get too crazy.
Yeah, but it's PG-13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. Listen, okay, I'll give you this. I'll give you the first 2 for PG-13, but if you're gonna make a 3rd one, we want that one rated R. We want that one mm. Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I want, Quentin Tarantino to also co-direct. Real talk, man. I want good. Want good. Want the good.
Okay, creepy one.
I want the good, man. I just want some real truth. Because I mean, think about it. The game was horrifying as it is, and jump scares. So you want that same type of look. I have to admit, I was just watching Alien Earth, and I felt scared for even they were synthetic, but I still felt scared for them. I know that doesn't. It's not going to really do anything to them, but it's dude, their consciousness is into that pot, and I felt compassion for it. I was like, "Oh man, dude." But I mean, she did her thing and sliced one of those aliens in the head, so
Those
she's a
little
killer.
creatures on there were freaky, I will say that.
Yeah, see?
You ready to do a social media hit list? He
Oh,
loves when
yeah.
I do this because he's never ready, guys.
Yeah, yeah. These are the facts. These are the factoids.
So for
Hold on.
today, guys, I am struggling lately trying to find anything good to really put on here.
On the hit list?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's there's a lot of good, there's a lot of good in the world.
So it's not necessarily good this time.
What about Florida?
So of course we're in Florida, guys. So every time I see a Florida one, I have to go ahead and share it on here for you guys. So yes, new Florida law allows parents to give school permission to spank their children. Does that mean you can spank your children now too at home? Shouldn't that be true?
Listen,
I mean, I'm
I'm
not
not
saying we
gonna
spank, but I'm just saying this is weird to me because I thought you weren't allowed to spank your kids anymore.
yeah, I don't know, man. There's this theory of mine, it's called history repeats itself. It's
No,
you know
I'm
you
just
you know, no,
saying
no, no,
though.
no, but,
I
no,
thought
no,
your social services would get called on you if you spanked your kids, but now you can tell
okay.
the school they can spank your kids. Do you
Well,
see what
hey,
I'm saying?
but no, but hey, didn't Trump, like, do away with some of the public school situations? So now it's kind of more of it's a private entity now.
I don't know, but
It's almost
it
like
says
private
Florida
security.
now along with 14 others or 13 other states allows corporal punishment in public schools. Do you see the paddle?
So, what happened? Okay, I think that's gonna knock all the kinks into the kids.
So you have to
A
sign a
lot of
form
kids,
or something, and then you're like, "You can hit them this many times," and then I don't know, it's just so
no,
weird.
but a lot of kids are gonna have kinks.
I would not let my kid get, spanked by other people. That is just weird and strange. Whoever does that is no.
Hey, man, did you know that your mom's moms grew up in a time with those people,
Yeah, back in Catholic school, right? Of course, they probably still do it.
and public school too.
No, I know. But I'm just saying it's weird now because now we're not allowed to spank our kids,
Again,
but they're letting you sign a form for the school to be able to do you see what I'm saying?
but it's okay. It's okay. They're a public servant. That's the word. That's the difference,
Well,
actually.
let us know what you guys think about that one because I was shocked on that. I was just like, "What's going
Hey,
on?"
man, I'm just tell you, man. They're a public servant. I mean, think about it. If you're working, you're a servant to the government. So I mean, it's kind of like it's like an easy pass in a way. It's just like, oh yeah, you can hit little Timmy if you want,
Okay. I'm gonna go
the
to the
school
next
teacher.
one. I don't know, guys. That was just so odd to
I
me.
don't know, man. It's crazy. But this in Japan, this right here,
Why?
mm, this is how you know Japan is just ahead of us with the
Because he thinks
nonsense.
it's hot for girls to have a tail, guys.
No, man, I'm just
All
saying.
his
I'm just
characters in all his
listen.
video games look like this.
Look, no. All I'm gonna say is for the furry community, they're gonna go crazy for this. They're gonna be more stable, balanced than anything.
Wow.
Dude, some of them, people would probably lose weight to be like a little bounce on the tail of that.
So, guys, in Japan,
Just
researchers
saying.
built a robotic tail for humans. It responds to movement and restores balance like a real animal tail, helping the elderly walk steadily. Wouldn't that be cool if, like, you had a 90-year-old grandma and she had a tail?
Man, talk about my grandma's tail, man. Certain things you just don't say to me,
It's
man. Talk
just
about my
so
grandma's tail,
funny.
man.
Like, what
Jeez.
is happening right now?
People need help in walking.
Oh my god.
All I'm gonna say is that, man, and that woman's not even. Well, then again, well, she can be 7 years old, but probably look like she's 25.
Yeah, because over there, they don't age.
Do you
They
think
look
it's
pretty good.
do you think it's because of the nuclear war?
No, it's because they eat healthy.
Oh,
They eat a lot of
but no,
vegetables.
no. But I'm saying the nuclear stuff still inside their food.
No, I don't know. I don't know
I don't
about
know.
that.
I don't know, but I don't know. But I felt as though it'd be cool to have a tail though. Just imagine if Julius had a little tail, just.
Well, I don't think it'd be cool unless a lot of people addicts it right now would just be like, "Did you have an alien for a kid or what?"
Nah, it'd be kinda crazy to have him just like, "Yeah, I wanna put one on Julius." So then he'd just be not walking, he'd just be chilling on his tail. "Hey, what's up?"
I feel like
Uh,
watching you play enough video games, I feel like every woman that you have on there has some weird feature, and I just thought, "Oh, man, John would just love if his girlfriend had a tail like
nah,
this."
nah, not really. No. I think the craziest feature I played Pal World, if anybody's ever heard of the game. So I made a female character, so I made her purple and then her hair, green, so she looks like an eggplant. It's a joke.
I get it now.
That's why I made her like that. So I was like, all right, cool.
Jeez.
It was awesome, man. But no, I didn't put a tail on her. You can, I think, can you put it? I'm not sure if you could put a tail on her, but I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're like older scrolls or something, and then you can make the cat race, then I'll be the female cat race of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. That's like the only time I
Well,
was
let us know what you guys think about that one, guys.
about John and Tails.
No, just about the tail. What if your grandma wore that or I don't know,
Oh
whoever?
well, God bless her soul. If my grandmother had it, I think my grandma would probably do some tricks with that tail.
She'd probably spank you with it.
No, she wasn't much of a
Oh,
spanker.
okay. Well, I'm just saying older people usually wear spankers, so
Oh, was your folks
yeah.
spankers?
Yeah, they
Hard
were.
spankers?
Yeah.
Did they have a paddle like?
Oh, my mom would spank us with wooden spoons, but she was like 4'10", so that's why. So we were
Oh,
as tall as her, we were little.
damn! Quick swaps, swap,
Yeah,
swap,
but
swap,
it was
swap.
never a lot. She would just spank us once and be like, "When your dad gets home, then tell him and he's gonna spank you." Then he would spank us.
No, I think the only thing my dad ever did is get very loud in the voice, where it's just like, oh, okay, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So, guys, that takes us to Act 2, FNAF 2, the movie. So, this one
hell
is planning on
yeah,
being released in December of 2025. So, hopefully, they'll be on time with it. We'll see. Hopefully, around Christmas, I guess, is the plan. So, what we know so far sequel, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, is scheduled for a wide theatrical release on December 5th. Oh, I guess it's before Christmas, 2025.
hell yeah, man. So that's cool, man. That's why I said it's gonna be a unalive Christmas.
So this one shifts from the original Halloween window to a holiday window. So, I guess they're going to probably run it for maybe the whole month of December or something, hoping that people have a lot of time off from
Well,
work.
I mean, if you really think about it this way, that is one way of looking at it. But what I was trying to get at is, I think September they got The Conjuring coming out, the last of the series, I believe.
Oh,
They're
yeah, they're
closing
probably
up
not to
that.
kind of compete
So
with all the
that's
Halloweens.
I don't know what movie comes out in October, but whatever's coming out in October, it's gonna probably be a big hit. Me and you will look into that, what's coming out, but um,
Yeah, they probably already
then
have that.
November, probably nothing too crazy, probably because of our Wicked 2 is coming out. So they don't they know for a fact that's easy slam dunk for Wicked 2 on that one.
Hmm.
And then also just slate it to December.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yep. So returning cast will be Josh Hutcherson playing Mike, Elizabeth Lale playing Vanessa, Piper Rubio playing Abby, Matthew Lillard playing William Afton, and Theodius Crane playing Jeremiah.
Awesome.
New additions will be Skeet Ulrich playing the secretive emotional role, Wayne Knight, McKenna Grace, Tio Briones, and Freddie Carter.
These names I never heard of.
I heard of Skeet.
Skeet Skeet?
You never heard of that?
No,
Skeet
never heard.
Ulrich? Oh, okay.
Nah, I heard of Skeet Skeet, but that's from Little John and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
Or two oh no, the Ying Yang twins, Skeet Skeet. Sorry about that.
So the film takes place 1 year after the events of the first movie. The now urban legend of Freddy's has blossomed, leading to the town's first ever Faz Fest. Meanwhile, 11-year-old Abby sneaks out to reconnect with the animatronics, setting off a terrifying chain of events and uncovering deep secrets about Freddy's origins.
Are we gonna see whenever two businessmen get together and said, "Hey, let's start this business," but I secretly like to masquerade as a wealthy businessman, but at night unalive children.
Wow.
Sorry, I can't. I just can't. Dude, come on now.
You're
Like
good.
we know what I'm trying to really say, but
Yeah, but just YouTube's very sensitive. So from Comic Con, they revealed that there's going to be more animatronics, bigger action sequences, stronger emotional depth with designs by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Did you know that?
word.
Are you excited?
Jim Henson's gonna help on this
Yeah.
one.
Well, he's not his,
Yeah. Okay.
company.
Yeah. Okay. Still.
If you guys didn't see, go check out The Labyrinth because it's all about Jim Henson's whole backstory and everything.
and don't forget, dun dun dun,
What?
David Bowie's situation.
Yeah, and then
Like,
David Bowie's
yo, David
situation.
Bowie's situation was all over that thing.
So anyway, flowers to Jim Henson's family for that. But yeah, go check out our Labyrinth video on YouTube so that you can see that information.
And yes, I believe Lady Gaga is gonna be the freaking queen.
Maybe.
If not, man, I and my team, which is just gonna probably be me and probably getting Julius, you, and you know James to go and picket signs about to be like Lady Gaga for
Wow.
yeah. I mean, what I mean, geez, I can't get a huge community like God.
So do you wanna play a little sneak peek of the trailer
Yes,
of
I
what we're
would love
allowed to
to.
play by
Yeah,
Universal?
yeah, Universal, man. You should just let us be able to play your little thing. I'm giving you guys some airway here
They got
too.
really mad about the Wicked one, guys.
Yeah, freaking
So we
wicked.
can't play the whole trailer, we can just play a little bit, and then if you wanna check it out, please go to their website.
Yeah, go to YouTube. Yeah, yeah, go to YouTube and go to Universal. Yeah, we had to defer you guys over to them. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh crap, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. It's like amateur hour with me.
It's fine, you're working a lot of buttons over there.
These buttons mean
And then
nothing to
stick around, guys, because the bonus content is coming up here shortly. We're also gonna talk about possibly an act 3.
me. Hey, before I even start even thinking about even playing this thing, if they're gonna make a part three,
You just said that.
they better be a freaking a rated R symbol on it.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm saying, man, geez, might also just at least if you're gonna make it a true trilogy, make the last one an R.
Right.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's all we can play, guys.
You could stop it and play some more.
No, no, no. That's all we can play because Universal don't want us to play it, so I'm not going to play the whole thing. But just
You
go
don't have
on
to play the
over.
whole thing, but you
Yeah,
just
no,
play a little bit more.
I can't play anymore because they got everyone got the picture. I believe. Go over to Universal to watch the rest of the trailer. Obviously, you guys probably have some people have seen the trailer, but
Right.
all I am gonna say is that Universal's not gonna let me play the whole thing. So yeah, that's as much as you're gonna get. It's actually what is it? It's actually a 48-second, not even a minute trailer,
Right.
and I can't even play just that for you because on our end we get copyright.
Yep.
Mm.
So did you wanna talk about what you hope happens in the FNAF 2 movie or
Well, now since I'm a little peed off and pissed off that I can't play the trailer, all I am gonna say is that yes, there's gonna be some more animatronics possibility. Obviously, we're gonna see Springtrap, which is William Afton, obviously, because in the last one, if you haven't seen the first one, he got what he deserved pretty much. So,
Yep.
at the same time, like you said, the lovely young girl goes back to kind of feel bad. It almost goes back to the marionette type situation. She loves Freddy and she loves all of them, and she probably maybe in her eyes, I'm just walk with me on this one. Probably as a young kid, yeah, you see the bear and everything, but maybe she actually sees the kids really in there that's controlling them. So maybe some type of spiritual type thing going there. Um, I guess, her brother probably hopefully got a better job somewhere else. And if oh my goodness, if he got the job working there again, the dude that hired you was the co-owner of that thing, and come on.
Yeah.
And then you find out that the chick was, I think, his daughter, the cop.
Mm.
So, I mean, geez, just all the shenanigans and everything, mm, just has a great I don't know, what is it? Jerry Springer to it, right?
But
Just
you
that
will
whole
be at the
family.
theaters for that movie, right?
Oh, yeah, of course, me and James definitely gonna be there. Hell yeah. Even though if I had to take him out of school, I'm like, "Hey, man, we're gonna go watch FNAF."
You can do it on the weekend. Stop it. So, that brings us to possibly act 3, guys. We're just gonna do a little sneak peek on what they think or what they say is coming for act 3.
Hopefully a rated R,
You already
symbol
said
for that.
that.
But I'm just saying I'm hoping for rated R.
So, why it matters, guys. So, the first movie gave fans a bold but Hollywood tone take on the original game legend. The sequel promises to expand that world, explore Abby's role, and deepen ties to the animatronics' darker origins. So, bigger set pieces, more terrifying animatronics, and a festival atmosphere, all odd layers of spectacle and dread beyond what the first film delivered. This signals a scale up, more jump scares, more emotional stakes, more fan service, which is, I guess, what you want, right? More craziness.
And this is in part 3, you said?
Yeah, that's what
Possibility?
people are like saying. They're gonna just keep ramping it up basically like you want.
Okay, we'll see.
So yes, it's unclear if an act 3 is actually coming, but those are kind of the speculations on it. Not really anything on the storyline or anything has been released yet.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is if they're gonna do it, make it a rated R. But like you said, this one's supposed to be part 2 is supposed to be handling a little bit more on the, family side, right?
Yeah,
So then we're gonna get somewhat of an origin on that side of the situation, so that's really great in a way. And then you're saying part 3 is gonna be, more on his daughter, expanding it more?
more on just yeah, more on that, and then just kind of ramping everything up like you want.
Alright, Imma bite. Imma go ahead
You're gonna
and
go
bite
to
on
it
this one.
anyway, no matter what it's about.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
stop.
I'm still gonna be a
You
critic
know
over
you're gonna
there.
go to
I'm just gonna
it.
go there, check it out, and be like, "Alright, I came, I saw, and I loved it, and it was great. It was freaking amazing. I don't care what anybody says." Hey, man, I stick by every Resident Evil game, movie.
If
I don't
FNAF's right under there, huh?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Best believe that. Man, look, I'm a fan of it, so I love it. I'm not gonna go crazy, crazy, but I'll go crazy for my Resident Evil. I'm more Resident Evil, but I'm a FNAF because me and my son bond over it.
So, guys, we're going to jump right into the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise has one of the strongest cult followings in gaming history.
Hey, hey,
What?
Cult of Lamb has a bigger cult.
Cult of Lamb, that's a weird one, but I like chopping.
She likes chopping, ladies and gentlemen.
All I do is go around chopping everything, and then Johnny's like, "Come on, let's go." And I'm like, "There's more stuff to chop. I have to chop everything."
No, but
He
there's
gets
more.
so
There's there,
annoyed.
yeah,
He
no,
doesn't
but
even
there's
want to play with me anymore
yeah,
because I chop
no, yeah,
everything.
no. I'll still play. It's just
No, you don't. You
no.
never let me play
Okay.
that one.
All right, you want to play that one now?
You no, because I have to edit this video.
Okay, so then we'll play.
Okay. So this is built not just around the games, but the mystery, theories, and community storytelling. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about why there's a cult following and
Hey,
the
hey, hey!
lore,
The
like
only
you say,
biggest
the
cult
lore.
is Cult of Lamb, man.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about FNAF.
Yeah, but we should talk about Cult of Lamb though.
There's not a movie about that, so we're not
Nope,
doing
nope.
just
But
gaming
yo,
stuff.
but check it out though. Don't get me started. They should actually make a great
And then what they can just
Illumina.
chop around the whole movie, just chop, 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 and then
No,
clean
no,
up
no,
poop.
no, no. I mean, dude, like they may actually made some little comics on them and stuff, and they actually explain a little story too.
So the lore, guys. FNAF isn't just a jump scare game, it's a giant puzzle box of hidden lore.
Hell yeah.
Players have spent years piecing together clues from phone calls, mini games, newspaper clippings, and cryptic Easter eggs.
Hell yeah. And my son can tell you that all. Sorry I couldn't get him on the phone or anything, but he'll be sure on the when we remix this one, we'll put his voice in it.
So the creator, Scott Cawthon, intentionally left much of the story fragmented and vague, which sparked the rise of theory culture. Channels like Game Theory turned FNAF into a phenomenon by trying to explain who's who, what's real, and what actually happened at Freddy Fazbear's. I guess that's why you had such a hard time when you were kind of researching it on your end, huh?
Yeah, this is just so much information. That's why I started from like, the 1970s and then ended it in 1993. Because if I could have kept on going on, then it's. I mean, I think you talked about the previous games and
Yeah.
all the other, and then the simulation one and everything. So that's why I was not gonna try to, because I knew that what your notes was gonna be. So I was like, yeah, I think she can finish me off there, Shay, on that one. So I was, all right, I think that's pretty good where we're gonna be at.
So the fandom is one of the most creative in gaming. They produce fan games. This is like fan created content. They produce fan games, animations, comics, and music. Fan made games like FNAF, Sister Location, Custom Night Mods, Joy of Creation, Pop Goes, and Five Nights at Candy's have their own followings. I'm pretty sure James plays the Five Nights at Candy's one.
Yes,
I
yes, he
believe I've
does.
seen him
Yes.
playing that. FNAF songs like Living Tombstones FNAF track have racked up hundreds of
Uh,
millions of views.
yeah, my son has a couple of them, couple of their songs, and stuff. I'm sure. Does your notes also say the songs, the tracks, and stuff, or no?
It was just that one, the Living
Oh,
Tombstones FNAF track.
okay.
They've racked up hundreds of millions of views, cementing FNAF in internet culture.
Facts.
And then it's a generational horror gateway. For younger fans, FNAF became their first horror experience, probably James.
Yeah, pretty much. Mine's, I would say, I mean, other than just watching slasher films from the 80s and everything, game wise would be Resident Evil. So that's why I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, man.
Yeah. For younger fans, it's scarier than Goosebumps, but more accessible than R-rated horror. Watching YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and Corey X Kenshin.
Yes, that's James's
Yeah, I know that one
favorite
guy you watch
YouTuber.
videos on.
Yeah,
Scream
yeah,
through the games made it approachable and fun.
yeah. I mean, it's just the game is just great. I will
Didn't you
love.
guys just get the new game recently?
Yeah, we did.
Or there was another game that you guys
Yeah, yeah.
played?
The Secret of the Mimic. Yeah.
Oh. So this creates a shared nostalgia cycle, especially since many fans started playing as kids and are now young adults still following every update.
Yeah, James, drops the little info to me because when me and him have our one-on-one conversations, we talk games, talk about school, talk about things.
And then the fandom thrives on memes. Was that the bite of 87 and ongoing debates? Theories about William Afton, the missing children, and the bite of 83 versus 87 are still hot topics years later.
Yeah, again, like I said, the mines was 87, the one that whenever Liam pretended to be a security guard, there was the 83 situation when his son he had died or whatever, or should I say Cece, the crying child. But at the same time, again, those are the 2 bites that I know of, so, I mean, it does become a heated debate, but I like to just say 83 because it's his own kid, and
Yeah.
then you can say, yeah, an 87 situation happened. How about that? That seems fair, guys? Seems
Hmm.
fair.
Even Scott leaned into it. He would tease fans with cryptic updates, lore bending mini games, or surprise releases, fueling the cult like loyalty.
And that's always good, it seems as though, Scott's more of a type of person where he'll he probably has a story for the first 3 and then kinda lean into the streets, should I say, and then kind
Yeah,
of
that's
like,
probably why he wants everybody to do the Reddit pages and stuff so he can kind of take off pieces off of there.
right, and it's kind of the fans actually, again, listen to the fans and giving them what it is, and one thing I do wanna say is, thank God he actually, from what I was looking at, like, all of his, games and hold on, trying to yeah, of all the games, games and also the movie, he actually made sure that he was the, writer and producer on all of them, which that's very important for, I guess, any artist or any person that's in that field to make sure that you wanna still be a part of it. You don't want big money hungry Universal Studios to, go ahead and,
Get their own producer and stuff.
get their own stuff going and then kinda just, throw you with, like, this nice check, but at the same time, it's you still wanna have creativity, and that's why, again, Stan Lee always made a cameo, still was there with the writers and everything during that I've always called my 11-year tenured for that I enjoy of Marvel, but other than that, I enjoy Marvel nowadays on Disney Plus whenever it comes on there. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I can't I still be there for my Spider-Man because 'cause I'm a Spider-Man person, but Black Panther too, but I just
Not the other ones.
no bueno.
So, books and novels like the Silver Eyes trilogy expanded the lore and gave fans more fuel. The 2023 movie introduced FNAF to an even wider audience, turning casual fans into diehards. So, a lot of people probably didn't even know it was a thing until it came into the movie theaters.
Yeah, and I'm sure, it's kinda that saying, or, "Hey, man, have you seen blah?" "Oh, no, I haven't," but then they don't know anything about it, but then there's a movie that comes out, and then people start hitting the waves, trying to look into more of FNAF and all that, and then you start seeing the following getting bigger, so it is
Yep,
what it
and
is.
that's the same thing with like the coming movie in December. Of course, the fans are kind of rallying with theory, speculation, and fan made trailers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really go down that path. I'm just gonna go unless Universal Studios produces or sends out something, I'll go to them. as much as I love fan theory and all that, I'm just going to go to the pros on this one
Mm.
and look at it myself and just be speculating what the heck is going on.
It's kind of fun for them to do it though if they want, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm sure they put a lot of work into it.
yes. No, I'm sure and big ups to those fans.
So, the cult following today, guys, FNAF's fandom isn't just big, it's generational and evolving. What started in 2014 as a small indie horror game is now a massive online theory culture, a content creator goldmine on YouTube and TikTok, a multimedia franchise with games, books, and films. It's the mystery, it's the hidden details, and the fear of the unknown that keeps the cult following alive, and it shows no signs of slowing down.
That's true. James has read some of those books. Again, yeah. If they got a following like that, and then you have these big YouTube streamers that are actually putting those out, then and I think that's what kind of got most of them where they're at is just because that was their what's the word, niche.
Yeah.
Yes. So if it works, it works.
Did you want to speak anything else on FNAF before we go to bonus content?
Oh, nah, I think I want to go into the boner content.
Okay.
Definitely want to go into the boner content, guys.
So, guys, today, bonus content.
Boner
So,
content?
so we're
Yes.
going to do a quick theory segment. So, could Abby be the new puppet like soul? Fans are theorizing the return of puppet, balloon boy, toy animatronics, or even withered models, especially teased in the trailer.
So Abby is the little girl, right?
Yeah,
So you think she may get? I mean
I
that.
don't think it. It's a theory.
Okay, no, but I mean, okay. So if we're gonna go,
Don't try
okay,
to ask me what I think
no, no,
about
no, no, no. If
it.
we're gonna go down that theory, then all right. So you're saying that Mike's sister may pass. Let's say for part two. All right. And you're saying that they were supposed to ramp it up. This would ramp it up to a point where maybe in part three he'll go back to working for that place or whatever, but it's obviously a different name because like I said when I read that earlier, what I read of my notes, obviously you saw the names change and it's underneath different names and all this other things.
All right.
And especially you just said the what is it? The Lost Sister or whatever it was called. How that one changes too in the game, then yeah, I can kind of see if yeah, if she passes and then she goes into one of the animatronics, then yeah, because then he'll be fueled for rage in the last one. Then yeah, I guess that can work out.
Right.
I mean, that's just. I mean, you kind of gave me. So I'm really gonna be thinking about this for the rest of the night now. But thanks a lot, Shay, for
And the
that one.
next one's funny too because they're casting Easter eggs in this one. So you said you didn't know Skeet Ulrich, but he's actually in the Scream movies. I know who that is. So they're highlighting the reunion of Matthew Lillard and him because they were both in Scream and teasing what Ulrich's mysterious backstory might mean for FNAF.
Really?
You don't know who that is?
No, no, no. Now since you told, now since no, I know
Mister,
who.
he knows all the names and all the producers and all the writers, and he always calls me out for that. He does it, and he loves the Scream movies.
Yeah, but I don't really. I look at their face. So like all
Well, look it up.
The Leonard one. Yes, I know him because he was the kind of the crazy one, and he was
Matthew Lillard.
yeah, he was also in She's All That. So that's why that name
Look
sticks
up
out
Skeet
more.
Ulrich really quick.
I'm not gonna look him up right now.
Why? I can talk while you're looking it up.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just so you could see who it is, because I know you know who it is. And
Okay.
then
So, but I mean, what other movies was he in then?
he was in the Scream movie, and then I don't know what else he was in. He
But he
was in
was
something
oh in
else.
just the first one.
I'm not sure.
It just says Scream movie, and that's the end.
Yes.
So then
Look it up on
he was probably
IMDb.
then he must have been and
I'll look it up for you
no, no,
since you're just
what
being slow.
no, what I'm trying to
I'll
figure
tell
out.
you what movies he was in. Don't you look it up now because I'm already looking it up. So he was in Scream, and then he was in the second Scream, 2022. He was
Yeah,
in The
so that's
Craft.
okay.
He was in As Good as It Gets, Chill Factor, Ride with the Devil, Into the West, Albino Alligator, Touch, Nobody's Baby,
Okay,
Soul
so
Assassin, Magic of Ordinary Days.
again, and the
He was
Miss Scream.
Billy Loomis in 1996, and
Yes,
then he reprised him in flashbacks in the
that's the only
2022.
thing I know him from.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just telling you, you
Okay.
know who it is.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like you said Scream, and I'm like, okay, so then he was the other killer with him then. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see him in anything else. So that's why all those other movies I was like, yeah, I only seen then I just seen the other Scream movie, the 2022 one. So yeah, that's where I know him from 2 movies. I'm not gonna know
Okay,
his
I'm
own.
just telling you, you know who it is. So then lore teasers, guys. Ask viewers what Freddy's origins they want to see revealed. Are they ready for the bite scene, the missing children scenes? What do you think?
That would make a lot of sense. I mean, from part 1, you somewhat see the kids all disappear, and they're all out in the woods, and they disappear in a vehicle from all in his mind. And again, remember he was talking about theory about him sleeping and all this other stuff, trying to recount from that one dream, and then him losing his brother and everything. So I think all of that, maybe all those memories that we saw in part one, was just his version of it. But then this part two is just telling the real parts, the meat and the potatoes of all those missing kids, probably.
Yeah, like origin story.
Right. That's what I'm aiming at because again, he's recalling that yeah, I was on a trip as a family. We were having hot dogs and hamburgers, and you know, I was talking. I think in his flashback, he was with his dad and stuff, and then his brother just came up missing, and he remembers seeing a Cadillac driving off and everything tinted out. So that remember that's all his side of the story.
Mhm.
Maybe this one would tell a lot more of what really happened and how he got taken.
Right.
What's to say that, you know, maybe Michael wanted his brother to get taken because he wanted his dad to himself. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It could be a selfish type thing on top of it. And then he feels regret. And that's why whenever he saw, or maybe he was trying to protect himself from his you know, maybe there was probably abuse probably in the family or something. That can be another
Yeah.
tragic story. Because I mean, isn't FNAF pretty much built on trauma
Yeah, pretty much.
and unalive? So
And unalive. So, what do you think about the bonus content? That's really all I could find to just kind of throw in there for little snips because, everything else is pretty much already out there in the world for this one.
yeah, I mean that's pretty much all you can say on that one. Um yeah. I mean that's pretty cool that they have the two OG Scream guys and this one. But I mean I'm sure I hope he's I just hope that they're not gonna be doing, like, some type of, like, Scream type I just hope that Billy's gonna be kinda more of a, you know, a hero or something in this one.
Wow.
Uh, I'm just hoping because if you just have 2 of the same then if you have, like, 2 crazed, unalivers going around, I'm like, "Come on now, dude. Now we're just doing Scream."
Well, just as Ulrich's mysterious backstory, so who knows what that means.
Yo, what's to say that he was oh, you know what? Maybe he was the original, night guard. Then we find out what happened to him before, it got kind of demolished. Maybe it was
Right.
working at that moment in time, and that's whenever he probably started finding out, what William was doing.
Yeah, possibly. So, I guess we'll jump into, our exit then, unless you have anything else. Sounds like you're all
Nah,
set with this one.
I'm all, FNAF'd out, guys. I am literally FNAF'd out.
Wow. Usually he wants to keep talking for hours, but I guess he's
No.
pretty happy with how the information went on this one.
Yeah, man, I'm ecstatic actually, guys.
Jeez.
I just know that, Shay's gonna do a lot of editing on me because I probably sounded like a crazed maniac on here.
Whatever.
Crazed.
So, guys, if you enjoyed this deep dive into a FNAF and FNAF 2 and the cult like allure and following, we want to let you know that we do appreciate you choosing to spend your time watching our channel, and we hope you found it a great use of your day. Go ahead and relax, kick back. And also, if you want to catch us on the next one, please go ahead and subscribe. Outside of that, I think we're going to get on out of here.
Peace
Peace
out,
out,
guys.
guys.